In this watercolor video lesson, you'll discover how to paint in watercolor using the wet-on-dry glazing technique.
To explain and illustrate the different watercolor painting techniques, I will use a very simple object, an apple. The painting technique that I am about to demonstrate is called wet-on-dry glazing. As described by its name, the wet paint will be applied onto the dry paper surface. The word glazing means a very transparent layer of paint. Therefore, I will paint an apple in multiple transparent watercolor layers, applying them on top of each other on the dry surface. This means that every glazing layer has to be totally dry before adding another one. One of the main rules of watercolor painting is that it should progress from light to dark tones. This is why I started with the lightest colors of this apple, which are yellow. You may see that for every next layer I am changing the color slightly to build the hues and tonal values of an artwork gradually with each added layer. Watercolor paints that have very small pigment particles and dyes are better suited for the underlayers. The paints with heavier and darker pigment particles should be used for the top layers. The tonal values and saturation of every next layer have to be a little bit higher than the previous one, which means that you have to apply a stronger color on top of lighter underlayers. I did not mention any pigment names in this video for a purpose. This lesson is about watercolor painting technique, not colors. Therefore, I would like you to understand the principle of this painting technique, how it is applied, which rules you need to know and follow, and the reasoning behind those rules.